finished watching Sweet Bobby, My Catfish Story on Netflix, and I think it's one huge bad joke. It's such a sad story. For 9 long years, thinking you are in love with somebody, growing this relationship, only to find out that it's your cousin that has been catfishing you. It's like a bad dream. This entire story is something that should be the figment of someone's imagination. Then maybe you write it down and make a movie out of it and it's just funny, or we move on with our lives. Not really funny, but we learn something out of it. But imagining that somebody actually experienced it, lived through the entire roller coaster of this, it's so sad for me. If you have not seen Sweet Bobby, it's based on this podcast, My Sweet Bobby. And Netflix made into a documentary for Kirat to come and tell her side to reach a wider audience. So it follows Kirat Assi. Kirat is from West London. She had this job hosting a radio show, and also she was into marketing. She was this very friendly person living life, and she was just a happy person. She wanted to be married. It all started with this Facebook request. And before you roll your eyes saying, of course it's Facebook, you cannot trust anybody on Facebook. So it was actually a mutual friendship. Simran is Kirat's cousin. She was dating Bobby's younger brother. When Bobby sent Kirat a friend request, Kirat happily accepted it because she saw the mutual friendship. One day, 3 months later, after being friends on Facebook, she ran into him at a club in Brighton. Imagine meeting your Facebook friend in public. She went up to meet him like, I'm Kirat, your Facebook friend. And the man was like, what? I wish she pressed further. Maybe she would have learned that maybe Bobby is this nasty person, I don't want to ever talk to you again. Or maybe not, I don't know, but maybe she would have learned something from that night. But she just felt, okay, it's loud, there's alcohol involved, I do not want to embarrass him, or we just became friends for a short while now on Facebook, so let him be. So she left. That was the only time she saw Bobby. But their relationship blossomed. He got a divorce, he remarried, he divorced again, he remarried, he got shot 6 times. He had to replace in witness protection, and his ex-wife is now pregnant for him. Now he's in love with her. That was the entire timeline of how things happened. When he was witness protection, Kirat was by him, always checking on him. They were always talking via Skype. Although Bobby claimed that we cannot do video calls, but they had to be on phone. It was just really real, and Kirat was willing to stand by him even when this Bobby allegedly had a stroke. For years she would fall asleep on the call with this person. It got to a breakneck where Bobby said he's coming to London, and she was very happy. And even the worst thing that Simran even did was that by the time she said she was going to get Bobby's shirt, Bobby said he was going to spray his aftershave on a shirt for her and going to send it to her via Simran, her cousin. So Simran came, gave Kirat a man's shirt, and she was so happy. She sniffed it. Simran was there watching her cousin sniff the shirt of a man that does not exist, although does not even know her. Got out of witness protection. He came to London, and she was very happy to see him, but he kept on bringing his excuses. Okay, she decided to hire a private detective to get her the house address of this Bobby. That must have been the easiest job for the private investigator. So she went to the address and she saw Bobby there. Bobby's actually an innocent man who knows nothing about what's going on. He doesn't know her. And Kirat was just yelling out, you hurt me. And the man is married. His wife came out with their baby. And she's saying, I know this baby. She called the baby's name. She talked about how both of them picked out clothes for this baby. And Bobby and his wife are looking at her like, okay, you're crazy. And I can just imagine how Bobby felt at that moment, that I do not know this lady. And his wife is looking at him like, okay, what is this woman talking about? That could have almost ruined the relationship of this real person. It was crazy until she calmed down. She even called Simran there that day, and Simran was like, oh, cousin, she's out of it, she's not okay, just ignore her. Can you imagine? Then after that, it was all me. I did it. And that is the most heartbreaking thing ever in this world. I don't know how Simran can sleep at night. What I think is that she wanted to just do some sort of silly schoolgirl prank. Netflix claimed that they called her to tell her own side of the story, and she said that she does not want to weigh in on it, that this thing happened years ago when she was still a schoolgirl. But still, the damage that this girl did in this person's life. Why would you even do that kind of thing to a person? It was well curated. She was even having different personalities. She created this personality of 2 men. One is a medic, Rajveer and Yashveer. Yashveer is Bobby's cousin, then the medic Rajveer. So Kirat never became friends with these two men. They formed their own group chat, the three amigos. Then when Bobby proposed to Kirat via Facebook, they were testing a Facebook feature. He proposed to her. It was nice and funny. So he added her to a group chat that is his family members. That was all Simran, and there were about 30 people on that group chat. Which makes me wonder, why did they allow one person making so many accounts like that? I've learned that people are victim blaming Kirat, and I just wonder, why would you blame her? Let me know in the comments if you think that Kirat is at fault here after hearing what I said or watching the documentary. Why would you blame the victim? In my note I wrote down the perfect wickedness, because it was like, there's nothing that can excuse Simran's cruel joke here. I think it was cruel. Because why? If you're saying, okay, maybe she was a wicked cousin to Simran, she wasn't, because they even met multiple times. When she and Bobby were having relationship issues, she went to meet Simran. She was talking to Simran that Bobby is being very mean to her, she does not understand, and Simran was saying, don't worry, he loves you. So you can imagine that, so having that kind of relationship with your big cousin, someone that's your cousin that's way older than you, to see how she was really nice to her, all of her cousins. She was a nice person, because even there's one another cousin that was in the documentary talking about how Kirat is actually a very nice person, that she's like a big sister to her. So it's not even about Kirat being wicked to Simran. It's just about Simran pulling a bad joke that she just had to keep going, that she didn't even, I don't know if she understood how this could have hurt somebody else, but it did. It put a dent in Kirat's heart, and I hope that the lady is healing from all of what happened now. The worst thing is that there's no repercussions for this. The police said the only people that are victims here are Bobby and Bobby's wife. It's sad. It's really sad. And I'm glad that Kirat is telling her story. I'm glad that she's not backing down. She's not trying to cover herself in shame. It's sad. She was robbed of something beautiful, or what she thought was beautiful, and I hope that she gets to find love someday. Yeah, I hope she does. I think you should definitely watch Sweet Bobby. I think you're going to learn a lot from it. Just to see things from this point of someone's point of view is really hurt. I think Kirat was a victim here, because there was a lot of deceit that happened here. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, and do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Goodbye.